Welcome to Synagogues of Michigan Part 5. In this episode, we take a look at the more northern parts of Michigan. In fact, two of the locations are in the Upper Peninsula area. Our first is Marquette. This is Temple Beth Shalom, a Reform congregation, and it's almost as if it's at the end of the world. In fact, it's not even in Marquette, but it's in a nearby town called Ishpeming. That's spelled Ishpeming. They don't have services every week, but instead when they are able to schedule a rabbi. Services, though, are on Friday evenings, and there is a Torah study on Saturday Shabbat morning. This temple was built in 1952. The membership includes about 40 families, with about 25 of them being quite active throughout the year. We're showing you this overhead shot so you can get an idea of just how it's basically in the middle of nowhere. If it looks confusing to you, it's because it's turned sideways, but shortly it will make sense. That's Lake Michigan there on its side. As we rotate the picture and bring it more into focus, you will then see the dancing arrow point to the Marquette Ishpeming area. And by the way, that body of water just above it is Lake Superior. And just in case you're wondering, there have been some winters when they've had 350 inches of snow. You're looking at Temple Jacob in Hancock. It was built in 1912, started out as an Orthodox congregation, and in the 1930s switched to the Reform affiliation. There was a time when this area was rife with copper mining. The population now includes few Jews in number, and services are only held on the high holidays or very special occasions. In fact, there is a concerted effort now to repair all the deterioration done to the building and give it a renewed purpose. We are again going with an overhead shot to give you a perspective on its location. It is across the street at the corner from the only bridge for miles in either direction that separates this river from the Upper Peninsula, or as better put, the twin cities of Hancock and Houghton from each other. The arrow is circling to show you the spot of where that synagogue building is. Shortly we will be again turning the picture to give it its proper north-south perspective. And now you have an idea of where Jews in the Upper Michigan Peninsula like to hang out. We turn back to Lower Michigan, to Petoskie, which is in the northwest corner, about 20 miles south of Mackinac City, and you are looking at Temple B'nai Israel. The congregation employs a student rabbi who leads services approximately once a month. The rest of the Friday nights during the calendar year, a lay person leads the services. There is also a religious school. The congregation started more than 125 years ago. More than 100 families attend services during the summer, but it drops down to less than half during the winter as the sunbirds head south. This ends our visits to Michigan synagogues. We are on to our next state. Check us out. See you real soon.